Hi there, this is Eshu. I'm the abbot here at Zenwest Buddhist Society. This Living Zen-podcast is just one of the many resources we've created at Zenwest to make Zen practice and training more available and accessible to people all over the world. Instructional videos, printable resources, and much, much more are also available on our website at www.zenwest.ca. If you're a regular listener, I'd love to hear from you. So please drop me an email at office@zenwest.ca and let me know who you are, how you got started, and what brought you to Zen. Everything we make available in person and online at Zenwest is only possible because of the support of our members and associates, people like you. If the efforts of our community are making a difference in your life, I'd like to invite you to show your support and take part in making it happen by becoming an associate or member of the Zenwest Sangha. You can do this by clicking the Join Us tab on our website at www.zenwest.ca. Thank you for your support, and thanks for listening.
I'm struck this evening by the calmness, the stillness of this room, and the spaciousness that we've created together here. Thank you all for coming and participating in this, and for bringing your intention with you. I can certainly feel it this evening in the room. I think we're quite fortunate to have landed in this space, and I look forward to many sits here together with you. I want to say a little bit, I don't want to say too much here tonight, but I want to say a little bit about my experience of giving and the connection between giving and this practice. This is very juicy for me. There's nothing like a giving challenge to evoke a habitual response, for me anyway. I love the image of when I'm asked to give, just the very thought of fishing out my wallet and opening it up. I imagine these moths kind of flying out, and as I reluctantly contemplate parting with something so precious as my personal resources. And so when I walk down the street and I pass by someone who is panhandling, my response is generally not neutral. I notice more often than not a tightening. A reluctance just to be with the situation. And of course, giving isn't limited to financial charitable activities. And I think it permeates the entire practice endeavor that we're engaged in here. There may be a tendency to think of Zen as something we do on Tuesday nights. We come and we sit together and maybe it's very relaxing. We can sort of do a little psychic house cleaning and emerge refreshed. Often people sleep well Tuesday nights. Wednesday morning they might wake up with a bit of a morning after glow. And I think it's important to be aware of how this practice can permeate our lives so that it doesn't become too compartmentalized as something we do with this little slice of our time, but we allow the impacts to ripple out throughout our daily lives. And I think this giving aspect is so fundamental because when push comes to shove, we have to interact with our surroundings. We have to live our lives. And it's in the activity that that everything happens, really. Recently, Osho was speaking of the three poisons. These are three aspects of life. You could call them greed, anger, and delusion. There's, of course, we have to watch out on chopping up our lives into little bits and being analytical and so on, but given that caveat, I certainly have found it useful to try and place a bit of a net over life to understand it a little bit. And I find these three, you could call them poisons or challenges, opportunities, whatever. These three kind of dynamics really are pivotal in what we do. So, and we may use different terminology. Greed, anger, and delusion may not work. We may say for greed, we might say desire or running towards, chasing after. This is this tendency, I think we probably all can recognize, of wanting to do certain things, wanting to get certain things, have certain things. And then the second one, anger. You could call, some people use hate, or you could imagine it as aversion, avoiding, trying to get away from unpleasant things, things we don't want to do, don't want to have, situations that are challenging or difficult. And the third one, delusion. This relates to, you could say, fundamental confusion. Not really seeing things as they are, out of which all manner of issues arise, including being led around by chasing after and being averse to things. We can overlay all sorts of triads over these three tendencies. For example, when we act, when we engage with things around us, we can think of doing so in modalities of using our body, speech, and mind. These three connect with greed, anger, and delusion. And when it comes to giving, There's many ways we give to each other, to ourselves, to society. We can think of, for example, material, emotional, and spiritual gifts. Material gifts, food, clothing, shelter. These address or alleviate craving or desire or greed. If we can ease the grasping nature by giving material support, this is huge. We can provide emotional support. Comfort, protection. We can soothe the anger, hate, aversion with our emotional level support. And on the spiritual end, we can help each other see through this delusion, this confusion. For me, how this manifests at the most elementary level. I'm sitting here on the cushion. Just the act of taking up this posture and relaxing the body, allowing the breath to settle down in the lower part of the body. There's this opening up, giving up, letting go. This is really giving. Just letting the tightness of the fist open up. There's a huge gift there. The tighter I am, the more I'm clinging, grasping, trying to support this notion of who I am, bolstering up what I perceive as its fragility. All this is counteracted or softened with a disposition of giving. Well, time is short, topic is extensive. Let's just give it all up. Give it up for ourselves and for everyone in our Sangha, for all the women of the world. It is International Women's Day. For everyone who is in difficult straits. We can give such a gift simply through sitting here with this intention to open up just to this moment. So thank you again for coming and engaging in this over and over again.
Thanks for listening to the Living Zen-podcast. If you follow Living Zen through iTunes, I would very much appreciate it if you would take a moment to let me know what you think about it by rating or reviewing the podcast, so that new listeners can also hear what you have to say. Thank you for your time and for your support.